Afternoon again, everyone. We're back in Hertfordshire today, joined by the very lovely Candice.
Hello.
She's Dora the Explorer, the chief navigator for this little walk. It's 5 miles long. We're in the very lovely little village of Preston, and we're going to be walking from here out to Kingswalden Park and then back again to here. It's a really nice day. This is like late February and the sun's out and it's really warm. So we're by this, I don't know if it's I don't know what it is actually. I've no idea. We'll find out.
I thought it was a well, but obviously it's not.
I don't know what it is, but it's pretty cool anyway, and it's got pride of place on the village green here, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. The walks from the AA 50 Walks in Hertfordshire book. You know, if you're looking for walks in and around Hertfordshire, I highly recommend getting that book. It's pretty good. So we've got some homemade goodies that my mum made last night for us to try out later. Candice doesn't know anything about them yet. I'm keeping her in the dark on that. We've got a cider to review as well. It's just gone midday, so we're probably starting a little bit later than we should, but it's staying lighter now for a little bit longer. Spring is on its way, which is good. So we've got to head down Hitchin Road, which is just behind the camera. Enough talking, and let's get walking.
Yay!
The Red Lion in Preston has been a community-owned pub since 1982. The Plough at Ley Green is in a house formerly known as Godlet's Hall. Both pubs are built of 18th century red brick. It's 5 to 3 and we've arrived in the little village of Kingswalden, and we're sat in the porch of the parish church, which, as you've probably just seen, is quite photogenic. It's lovely and it's so nice out today. There's been no breeze, there's been no rain. Like, we've actually had to seek some shade because it's really warm, the sun.
As you can tell, we've got our coats on.
Yeah, this is it's so nice. It's like an Indian summer, almost. So I suppose where there's not a lot of planes in the air at the moment, and there's probably less traffic on the roads, less air pollution, and it's making for warmer, sunnier days, I think. Anyway, so it's time for lunch. We've got Heinz cream of tomato soup, 1 tin in there. Candice has made the rolls or the baps.
Yeah, I've got.
They're still squashed, bless her, even though she's put them in this little box, right? It's my box as well.
Yeah, I was going to give that to you.
my protein box. She went, oh, they'll be in a box, so they won't be squashed or anything.
That's good.
And then they're still pancakes, bless her. It wouldn't be your rolls without. I don't care. They'll still be nice either way, bless you. So, what ham have we got?
Oh, it's just normal ham.
Honey roast.
No, it's just a carb.
Just ham.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's cheese. I think I've got a cheese one and a ham one. Candice has got a ham one.
Yeah.
She's got those. Thank you very much. Wholemeal as well. A bit healthier. It says that, and then I've got 3 bags of crisps. The first strange item, we've got some butter.
Is it scones?
Wait for it. Have you looked already?
No.
Candice doesn't know what my mum's made yet. So, hopefully you can see her. That we couldn't get the angle right with the light and stuff, but I've saved it for now. So, we have got in this box of goodies from my mum.
It's scones.
We have a homemade scone.
Nice.
I call them scones.
Scones.
Oh, you're scones. It's posh. Scones. Anyway, we've got one of those each because they're quite filling. You go, you can have a look.
Nice.
Look, she's well made up by them.
Nice.
You should probably eat both of them. Then, this you'll really like. We've got some homemade. Well, they're not homemade. They're like those frozen ones. Sausage rolls.
Nice.
Oh, she's like, give me 3 each. Alright, 3 each. Then, go on, have a sniff of them first. She's going to have one straight away. Go on, have one. What do you call them?
Scottish rolls.
Scottish rolls. Alright, then we've got some homemade chocolate brownies in there.
Nice.
We've got 2 bits each. And then finally, we've got some homemade chocolate chip cookies, 1 each.
Nice, got a little picnic going on.
Nice little feast, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there we go. Let's have the rolls first.
Yeah.
Oh, and we've got a cider as well, of course. So this one is a cold black wild fruits cider. This came from Gary the Groomer again. There's a big box of assorted ciders he sent me. Cheers, mate. Crisp, refreshing cider produced for Cold Black label. The taste of Great Britain since 2010. It's 4%. A naturally coloured, balanced, crisp and refreshing sparkling cider with a fruity aroma and the flavour of hedgerow fruit and March's apples. And Cold Black looks like they're from Bridgend in Wales. Produced in the UK, bottled with pride in Wales. Candice is dying to try this and
I'm thirsty.
thirsty, ain't you? That smells alright. Do you want the first sip?
No, you do it.
Okay, right then. Cheers, everyone. It's not as good as the Thistley Cross. It's nowhere near.
Ain't it? No.
But it's alright. It's not as sweet and sickly as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, it tastes a bit like Ribena. Go on. You see what you think of it.
Oh, it's alright.
It's alright, isn't it?
Yeah, it's alright. You know, not as good as.
No?
No.
What do you like about it first?
It's not bad. It's not a bad taste. It's just like a fruity normal taste. I've tasted one like this before, so
Yeah.
it's very samey.
It's samey. It's not sickly though, is it?
No.
So it's sort of, I always think sickly fruit ciders taste a bit artificial. That doesn't taste too artificial, but it's samey still as well. What would you give it out of 10?
7.6.
7.6, yeah?
Yeah.
I would give it a 6.7 out of 10. That's sort of just above average then, I think. because it's by no means bad. I think if it was less than 5, I wouldn't be drinking a lot of it. I'd try and palm it off to you or feed it to the grass. But I think, anything above that is still drinkable. It's still nice, but it's not the best one we've had, but still it is refreshing. I would say refreshing. I feel refreshed already. Yeah, that's good. Cheers, Gary.
Cheers, Gary.
Or Mara, should I say. Kingswalden House can be seen from the adjacent churchyard and from the footpath to its north. The deer park is a particularly pleasant one, sloping from the house into a superb dry valley. Its grassland, dotted with fine parkland trees, mainly oaks and sweet chestnuts, is now grazed by sheep. Before we reach this part of the walk, we will have crossed a lime avenue that frames a view to the house. As we look down the lime avenue, it would be reasonable to assume we are looking at a Georgian mansion that goes with the park's 18th century character, but this isn't so. Surprisingly, the present Kingswalden House dates from only 1972. The Hale family owned the estate from 1576 until 1884. Their altered and enlarged 17th century house was drastically recast in neo-Elizabethan style by the new owners in 1890. It was finally demolished to make way for the current house, which was designed by the then leading contemporary practitioners of the revived Georgian or Palladian style, Raymond Erith, 1904 to 1973, and Quinlan Terry, 1937 to present. In Kingswalden Terry and Erith produced a mansion of which Andrea Palladio himself, the great 16th century Venetian architect, would have been proud. It has pantile roofs and a 5-bay centre with a pediment and 2 stories of columns, flanked by simpler 2-bay projecting wings. It's a most successful composition and complements the setting admirably. It's time for Candice's highlights of the walk. What do we say?
See, I like Preston, very pretty. We should see a lot more of it. And Parkland. What's the parkland called?
Kingswalden Park.
Kingswalden Park. Shame we didn't see more of it because it's good Parkland. And the church.
Where we had lunch.
The weather's been glorious.
The weather has been glorious, yeah. So I think, I would agree with Candice. Preston Village was really nice. Shame the walk didn't kind of visit more of that. And Kingswalden Park, like a deer park, that was really nice, but once again we only saw a brief glimpse of it. Would have been nice to see a bit more. And the church, most churches are always nice to stop and have lunch in, but I think for me, I think Mother Nature has stolen it this time. The weather was the highlight of the walk for me anyway. Back in Preston, we passed the entrance to Princess Helena College, a girls' boarding school which moved here from London in 1935. From the school gate we can get a glimpse of the mansion itself, set in Temple Dinsley Park. The Georgian core was built for Benedict Ithel in 1714, but the rest of the building is by Edwin Lutens and E.J. Lander, who added their distinctive marks to it in 1908 to 1911 and 1935 respectively. The gardens were designed by Gertrude Jekyll. Temple Dinsley gets its name from the Preceptory, a small community of the Knights Templar, founded here in 1147 by Bernard Balliol. When the Templars were suppressed in 1312, it passed to the Knights Hospitaller until the dissolution of the monasteries. A house replaced it in 1540, but was subsequently demolished, and only a few stone coffin lids have been dug up over the years. Okie dokie, we are back in Preston, here at the little village green, and still at this thing that we're still not sure what it is.
It must be a well.
Yeah, but it's filled in though.
It's a well.
You reckon it's a well?
Yeah, look, because look, you've got that bit there with road, but I don't know.
Could be right. If anyone knows, get in the comments. Yeah, it was a really nice walk. Weather's been fantastic. It's just been nice, isn't it? It's nice just to get out again, and
we finished in the daytime.
We did actually. We did.
Yeah.
We've done that before, but yeah, not for a while. Anyways, bring it in. Thank you for joining me again. Very lovely Candice. There she is. Hairy fish. Yeah. Cheers for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining us on this one. Until next time, take care of yourselves, look after each other, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.
Bye. Happy days.
Happy days. Have a banana.